folks, to Tony's Kitchen, episode 4. Today we're going to have some chicken gumbo. And the first thing I'm going to start off here is I have a skillet over here with a little oil. I have my rice cooking for the gumbo, and I have a pot here with some chicken stock. And if you look into the chicken stock here, you see there's some stuff in there. Those are onion peels, the butts of the onion, and the ends of the celery that are going there. All that's flavor. You add that to your stock pot and bring all that flavor out of there. All that's going to be strained out. While that's going, I'm going to put my chicken on the stove here. I have my chicken over here seasoned up with a little salt, pepper, and cayenne. We're going to brown the chicken. Skillet. We'll let that brown a bit. While that's browning, I'm going to add a little bit of my Cajun seasoning that I have here on top of that. And you want the skin to get nice and crispy. We're going to let this brown, and when we come back, we'll show you how it looks. Welcome back to Tony's Kitchen. We're sitting here today, we're making chicken gumbo today. Here's our ingredient list for our chicken gumbo. We have our chicken browning in the skillet over there, and these are the rest of the ingredients. We have smoked sausage, green onions, chopped garlic. This is called the Holy Trinity. You find that in Cajun and Creole cooking. It's the basis of their cooking. It is bell pepper, onion, and celery. That basically goes in all savory Creole dishes. They usually start off with the Holy Trinity. And this is my spice mix that we made up. This is a Cajun spice mix. It consists of a little oregano, thyme, we have salt, cayenne, paprika, garlic powder, and black pepper. And this is going to consist of our seasoning that we're going to go season our gumbo with. So when we get back, we're going to turn the chicken over, and we're going to see how everything goes on with it. We're going to add this as soon as this chicken is done. And here we are. Our chicken is nice and brown. It is done all the way through. We're going to pull the yard bird out. We're going to set it on a piece of paper plate here. You notice that I'm not draining it. I'm not draining it. I don't want to drain it. I have it there. Look at all that nice fat. And what I have here, I want to put a little foil over it. Now, with that, with all this beautiful oil, all this chicken fat, that is just deliciousness. We're going to add our sausage. Briefly. When we come back, we'll show you how this looks when we come back. There's our finished sausage. Now with everything on the skillet, you notice in the skillet, all this leftover fat, this is what we're going to make our roux out of. All the chicken fat and a little bit of fat from the sausage, we're going to add our flour. This is how we're going to make our roux, folks. We're going to make a roux. A roux with equal amounts of fat and flour. It could be butter, it could be shortening, it could be oil. But here's the secret with this roux. See the color of this roux right now? It is called a blonde roux. If you want to get the color of the roux, the color of, let's just say, I like my roux for gumbo, the color of coffee with a little cream in it. So look at the roux now. When we come back, look at the difference. So we're back, and you see how the roux is starting to darken now. This is basically how you want it. And you notice this took about 15 to 20 minutes of constant stirring. If you don't stir and the roux burns, you have to start all over again. So this is basically like a little milk chocolate or coffee colored roux. Also, the longer you cook down your roux, the less thickening power it will have in your gumbo. So, but This gives it a nice nutty flavor. All the kernels, all the grains in the flour are toasted nicely. Now to that, we're going to add all our vegetables to the roux. And you're going to stir that in. What's going to happen is all the flour and the roux is going to attach itself to the vegetables and it's going to actually saute it. It's going to break those vegetables down. While the vegetables are in, this is where you add your seasoning. That's your Cajun seasoning right here, y'all. You want to toast your seasoning. Toast the oregano. Toast the thyme. It brings out the natural oils in them. So we're going to cook this down, and when we come back, we'll show you how this looks. Welcome back. We have the chicken off the plate. Set it on the cutting board. We're going to cool this down, but notice I have some beautiful chicken juices here. A lot of fat. You want to save that. Fat is flavor. I have it. I'm going to take this juice, and I'm going to sit here and add it to my roux mixture with my vegetables. You don't want to get rid of none of that flavor, man. All that. Do not throw that away. That is Flavor Town all the way. We're going to mix this in. The vegetables are starting to cook down. Once these cook down, the chicken's cooled off, we're going to assemble our gumbo. What we got here is the chicken broth with all the onion ends, the celery ends. They've been cooking for about an hour. We're going to strain it off into another pan. Don't forget, folks, just because there are onion ends and celery ends, you can cook those down and extract the flavor out of those. You do not want to throw those away. And makes great stock. If you want to make vegetable stock, save your onion scraps, save your celery scraps, save your carrot scraps. It makes for a beautiful vegetable stock. And you can just take this and we'll throw this away. And we're going to pour this back in the pan. This is pure chicken stock. Go back on the stove. All right, folks, I have the chicken here that has been deboned. I'm taking it. Make sure you get a few of these little bones, extra bones here. Chicken is cooked with the skin on. We're just gonna chunk it up a little. Try to get all the bones out of it. Sometimes you will get a bone in there every so often. And I'm using the skin also. Yep, use that skin, man. Flavor her bone in there. I'm taking and peel it off too. There's one there. Alright. There's the bone there. We're going to get the bones. Try to get the bones out. There's going to be a lot of chicken in this gumbo. Lots and lots of chicken in this. Alright. When we come back, we're going to put this all together. Okay, folks, we come to that part of the dish where we're going to take the vegetable roux mixture and add it to our chicken broth. We're just going to pick up the skillet and we're going to add it in here and we're going to stir as we do it. We're going to stir. You're not going to know how thick it is until it comes back to the boil. Down in New Orleans, sometimes they like their gumbo thick. A lot of times they make their gumbo thin. It's totally up to you. You got to remember, gumbo is a form of stew, so you can make it as thick or as thin as you like. While that's going, you want to stir, dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. It's going to dissolve all of this stuff here. And to get the rest of this out this skillet, take my handy dandy Okay? Pour that in there like that. Swirl it around. And you want to get all of that. You want to get all of that goodness out of here. You don't want to leave nothing over. Alright. Okay. Once that comes to the boil, we'll see how thick it is. It's starting to look like gumbo, folks. Our swamp seed is ready to go. Rice. And when we come back, we'll see how thick this got, and we'll start adding our chicken and our sausages. All right. Our gumbo pot is at a rolling boil. It looks marvelous. At this time, we're going to add our smoked sausage to the mix here. Get all that fat. See all that fat? Get all that fat in there. Get in there. All right. Now we're going to add our cooked chicken. Add all of that in there. All that chicken. All right. We're going to stir that in. All right, that looks good so far. We're going to put a lid on it. We're going to let it come to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down for about 45 minutes. And we'll come back and we'll plate it up. Okay, folks, our gumbo is ready. We're going to take a ladle out. This is how you present it. Gumbo comes out into the bowl. Look at all that chicken. Look at all the chicken. And right in the middle of it, some good old rice. And we're going to garnish that with a little green onion. There you go, folks. Chicken gumbo Tony's way. See you next time for episode 5.